Hi, Laura. I just wanted to start by thanking you and also giving a shout out to Jillian and the Super U Studio community. And big thank you to those ladies for submitting their questions for this Q&A. So Super U Studio, this is Laura Tempesta, a sports bra and bra expert and founder of Bravolution.
Hi, Super U. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to answering your questions today.
So we're just going to dive right into the questions that you guys submitted. First one for you, Laura. How do you know when a bra fits and what should you be looking for?
Okay, so there's a few things that you should be looking for when you try on a bra. And there's a difference between what you're looking for when you're looking for a sports bra and when you're looking for a regular bra. But they're related, but they're slightly different. So when you're looking for a regular bra, you want to look at the cups and the bands and the straps. So the very first thing you look at is the band fitting. If a bra isn't fitting, it usually means the band is too big, not that the band is too small. So for most people who are in the wrong bra size, they're in a band that's too big. So you want to look and you want to see when you have it on the middle hook or on the loosest hook, how far can you pull the band out? Like if you reach around and you pull your band out, how far can you pull it out? If you can pull it out further than the width of your hand, it's either too big or too old, and you should probably go down band size. When you're looking at cups, when cups don't fit, they're usually too small. So the number one thing that I look for is something called double busting, which means that the cups are digging into the breast and there's like a little bump on top of the cup. We call that double busting. That means the cups are too small. Also, there's a little triangular part in the front of the bra called the gore, and I have an example here. So like this part here, if that's not sitting straight, right flush against your sternum and it's an underwire bra, that also means the cups are too small. Or if the underwires are sitting a little further out from your chest, that also means the cups are too small. So those are all things to look for to see if the cups are too small or if the band is too big. Now, if the band is too small, usually you're going to feel a lot of digging in. You'll see a lot of tissue spilling out over the top of the band. If the cups are too big, you'll see space in the cups. Usually it has to be in both cups that you see space. If you only see space in one cup, that's usually okay because most women have one breast that's bigger than another. But if both cups have space, that means your cups are probably too big. And then the third thing you want to look for is the straps. So you want to, people often don't think about the straps when they think about a bra fit, but if you have narrow and or sloping shoulders, you want to make sure that you have straps that are either right over the top of your nipple or you're looking for a racer back design. So one of the ways I test that is I take my hand and I do this. So I put my pinky all the way to the end of my shoulder. If my index finger is either partially covering or covering the bra strap, then that strap is probably going to fall off. So then that means I either have like narrow or sloping shoulders and I need to find a bra that has straps that are a little bit closer in. So that's another thing that you want to look for. In terms of like the quality of the bra, generally you want straps that aren't too stretchy. So a lot of everyday bras are made with lower quality materials and they have very stretchy straps. And the stretchier the straps are, the more your breasts are going to sink. So that's just something to think about, that you want straps that aren't too stretchy. Otherwise you're going to bounce all over the place. And then the final thing that you want to know about is you want to know about sister sizing, which I explain in depth in my website, and it's really a lot to get into on a short call. But if basically most women have no idea that sister sizing exists, and there are multiple bra sizes that sound totally different that will fit your breasts all exactly the same. So a 38A and a 32D fit the exact same size breasts, and most women don't know that. So get educated on sister sizing, because when you go in for a bra fitting, if you're finding that one is, like maybe the cups are fitting just right, but the band is a little too loose, then you actually want to find the sister size of that bra. So go in and educate yourself about sister sizing before you go in. So that's how you can tell if the bra is fitting. Now with a sports bra, what I would say the differences are between an everyday bra and a sports bra is that you want a sports bra to be snugger, especially if it's for running. If it's for yoga or if it's for training, you can get away with a little bit more looseness in the bra, but if it's for running, it needs to be as snug, like as if it was made for you. You want it to fit you as if it was made for you. So you want a snug fit, which means that the straps, like the shoulder straps and the bra strap, you really don't want to pull them out more than an inch or so. If you can pull it out more than an inch, it's too big for running. That's another thing to look for.
Awesome. And I can also send the link for the sister sizing, so you'll get that with the video. So you guys can check that out on the website. Okay, next question. My breasts don't hurt when I run or do high impact. Does that mean my bra is supporting me well enough? What's the best way to tell?
Okay, so generally that does mean that the bra is probably okay for you. This is a very interesting question because I've seen hundreds of high-speed slow motion videos of women running in bras on treadmills, and I'll map their breast movement. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen breast movement in a slow motion video where the breasts are bouncing all over the place, and the runner gets off the treadmill and says it's like the most comfortable bra they've ever worn. They didn't feel any breast pain at all, and they thought it was a great bra. So even though technically your breast may be moving a lot in a certain bra, if you're not experiencing breast pain, that is definitely something to take into consideration. So one way that you can just tell on your own without having to go to a professional lab is to use the slow-mo video on your cell phone. So like, put your phone up, just run in place up and down in front of your cell phone, and then watch and see how much your breasts are moving when they're in slow motion. You're probably going to be really surprised to see how much they're actually moving. So if you go, and then try a few different bras so that you can actually start to see the difference between a bra that's supporting you really well and one that isn't. Generally, so there aren't, it's very surprising, but there actually aren't any scientific studies that show if your breasts move a lot that it will contribute to breast sagging. But there are lots of scientific studies that show if you aren't wearing the right sports bra, you will experience breast pain. And there are lots of factors that go into whether or not somebody's going to experience breast pain. It's a very personal thing. Like, two people with the exact same breast size, one will experience pain in one bra and another person wear the same exact bra and not experience any pain at all. So it's very individualistic. It also depends like how much weight is in your breasts. Like, are your breasts self-supporting or are they very weighted? If you have more weight in your breast, you're probably going to experience more pain when you're running because the breast will be moving more. So generally what I would say is like try the slow-mo feature on your cell phone, try on a few bras, like start to see for yourself what good support actually looks like. And then judge for yourselif. Like if you're, you probably don't want to be moving a lot in a bra if you can avoid it. But if you love a bra, and it doesn't, you don't think about the bra, or you don't think about your breasts when you're running. But that's to me is the key thing. Like you're wearing the right bra if when you're running, you don't think about your bra and you don't think about your breasts, because either way, if you're thinking about the bra, it's the wrong bra, and if you're thinking about your breasts, it's the wrong bra. So if you've got on a bra that's not making you think about either thing, and you're experiencing your runs and loving them, it's probably a good bra for you.
Great. Okay, next question. Speaking of running, can you recommend any bras that are really good support for running?
Okay, so this is a complicated question because it depends. I wish I'd known what the bra size of this question, of the person who asked this question is. One thing I can say is, so again, on my website, I have this thing called Bra ID where I break sizes out into different colors. And I do that because of sister sizing, because you can't, once you learn about sister sizing, you'll know that there are A cups that are really small and A cups that are really big, and D cups that are small and D cups that are big, which is another thing that surprises a lot of women, but that's why I break it out into colors. And so to me, like if you go to the Bra ID part of my website and you're up to and including the red bucket of colors, you can use a compression only bra. As long as it's a really good compression bra, you can get really good support for running. If you're in like the green bucket, you're probably looking for like a combination of compression and encapsulation. And then if you're in blue, then you're going to need also a combination of compression and encapsulation. You may even need to wear two bras if you're in that category. So there are some bras that are like, they're good combinations, are kind of like two bras, and there are a couple of bras that I'll talk about later that are really good for that aren't like two bras but are still really good for support. So I'll talk about those in a little bit. But that's kind of like a general rule. So based on your size for running, you need to think about different types of compression. The other thing that you want to think about is that the more the bra stretches, the more your breasts will move. So when you have a really stretchy bra, that also means it's really comfortable. So it's great for activities where your breasts aren't moving a lot, like yoga or training. But if you are running, then you need to have as little stretch in the bra as possible. And then I have this thing called the ABCCs of sports bras that I use to help people find a good bra. So A stands for adjustability. You want the straps and the band to be adjustable because that helps the bra essentially fit you like it was made for you because you can micro adjust it. B is bra size, so you want it sized like 34C, 34D, not small, medium, and large. There are small, medium, and large bras that work for people for running, but those are generally people whose breast size matches their clothing size. So like they have a small clothing size and small breasts, so they have a medium clothing size and medium size breasts. And those people work really well in those kinds of bras, but if you're not in that category, then you definitely want to be bra size. C is for cups, so you want cups to be as kind of compressed or kind of, I call it, you want a dome and not a cone. So if something's shaped like this, a cup is shaped like this, your breasts are going to move a lot, but if it's shaped more like this, your breasts will move less. And if it's flat, of course, with total compression, your breasts will move less as well. And you also want very little stretch in the cups in a running bra. The second C is for cleavage. So if you can see cleavage, that's not a running bra. Any breast tissue that is exposed will move. So you want to make sure the bra is covering all of your breast tissue. And if you can see cleavage, then either you're in a cup that's too small or the design of the bra just isn't appropriate for running. And then the S stands for stretch. So like I said, you want as little stretch as possible. Now, going back to like, what are some good bras for running? So all of that being said, there are a few that definitely stand out for me. So one, I'm going to bend down here and pick up a few. One is the shock absorber ultimate run bra. It's this run bra here. It can be a little bit difficult to clasp in the back if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of flexibility because it has this upper back clasp as well as a lower back clasp. But it's really, really excellent. It's like a cult favorite, especially for women with larger breasts. It really compresses and it compresses and encapsulates and does a really good job of holding down the girls. And then another really good run bra is this one here. This one is by a store called Title IX, and it's actually kind of a knockoff of a Moving Comfort / Brooks bra. There used to be a company called Moving Comfort that made sports bras, and then Brooks kind of bought them and they changed their name to Brooks. But Brooks has two really popular running bras. One is the Brooks Juno bra, and the other is the Brooks Fiona. And the Brooks Fiona is good for, like, you know, probably up until that red cup size that I was talking about earlier. And the Brooks Juno is for larger cups. So the Brooks Juno is a really great bra. I don't have an example of one here, but that's one to check out. But if your breasts are slightly smaller, then you can get away with this bra here by Title IX, which I think they call the Tech Athena. And then, the Tech Athena bra. And then this is actually a knockoff of the Brooks Fiona bra, which looks very, very similar to this. So that's another really good one. And then if you have really, really, really large breasts and you don't want to wear two bras, the other one I would recommend is this one here. It really is a very ugly bra, but it works. And this one is called the Enel sports bra, and it has a front opening. It has a bunch of, like, you know, hook and eyes that go down the middle. It looks like a straitjacket. It's very ugly. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really ugly bra, but it works. So if you've been struggling to find a bra to do the job, then this one is it. You are definitely gonna wanna wear a shirt over it because it's not the prettiest bra, but it works.
That's awesome. Okay, actually just kind of continuing on to a point that you touched on. The next question is it possible to have good support while wearing just one bra?
Yeah, so very related to what I just spoke about. Again, I wish I knew the bra size of the person who answered this question, because up until a certain size, if you're wearing the right bra, you can absolutely get good support with one bra. Just depends on what your size is. But there are people who feel like they need to wear two bras to get great support. And there's a reason for that, because two bras are better than one. They just are. Like when you're wearing two of something, you feel more compressed. There are a few styles that are designed as two bras built into one, and I brought a couple of examples of those. So one is this, so Victoria's Secret was one of the first companies to come up with a 2-in-1 bra design. And although I don't think this bra is particularly comfortable, if all you want is lockdown, it definitely does the job. So it's just like max support run bra, and it has a zipper front, and when you open up the zipper, on the inside, it has an underwire bra, and the underwire bra has a front clasp that also opens up. So the way you put this on is you put on the underwire bra, you clasp the underwire bra in the front, you close it, and then you put the zip bra on underneath on top of that, zip that up, and you've essentially got two bras that have been made into one bra. So it acts like two bras. Another one that does this is this glamorized double layer custom control bra. So that's this one here. You can see it. So it has, it basically has a compression panel that hooks on top of a bra that is built underneath. So it's got this bra underneath, you put the bra on, and then you hook this compression panel on top, and it acts as though you have two bras on. So, so that's another one if you actually don't want to wear two bras. But really, it's really only the largest sizes that absolutely need to wear two bras if they're going to go running. You know, if you're like the ones that I just talked to you about, like the enamel one that's really ugly but works really well, or the two that I just showed you. Like if you try all of those and they're still not working for you, then you probably do need to wear two bras. I can't tell you that, like if you have very large breasts, it is true that wearing two bras is probably going to work better for you. But if you're not in that largest breast category, there are plenty of other bras on the market that will work fine with this one layer.
Awesome. Okay, next question is, how do you hold the girls down but still allow for airflow?
Another great question. So sports bras by nature of how they're made with lots of layers. And so the reason they're made with lots of layers is because they're trying to control that stretch that I was talking about earlier, because the more stretch, the more the breast moves. So they're trying to keep the fabric from stretching. And one of the ways they keep the fabric from stretching is adding lots of layers on fabric on top of each other with stabilizers and all of these things. And even if it's technically a wicking fabric is in one of those layers, it doesn't really matter, because once you put multiple layers of fabric together, you're not going to get airflow. There's a couple of things that you can do to make sure that you would avoid this. So for one, avoid bras that have lots of padding. So like even that Victoria's Secret one that I just showed you, that's really thick. That underwire bra part is a really thick cup. Like that's gonna really trap sweat. There's a couple of Under Armour bras that also have, like they look really good on, but they have these really, really thick cups that are also like, if you wear this, like it's gonna trap sweat and you're gonna be wet during your entire workout and it's not going to dry. There's one company that does a pretty good job of making bras that have good airflow, and that is a company called Anita. They're out of Germany. So one bra that they have that's actually really, really popular, it's called this one here, can you see it? It's called the Anita, I think it's called the Airflow Delta Pad or something like that, but it has the cups are just mesh, like they're totally see-through mesh, and it only has like a little bit of concealment in really key areas. And then you can see like under here, they've left it straight open to the mesh, and on the sides, the whole center front is really just mesh. So this one is, even though it has sort of a suede underband, and that's to keep the band from not moving around to prevent chafing, it's definitely one of the lighter, cooler bras on the market, this one. They also have this other bra here. It's all one layer of fabric. I mean, it does not have multiple layers. So the entire bra is one layer of fabric. And it's called the Anita Momentum Bra. And so this is another one too, just by nature of the fact that it's only one layer is going to dry faster.
Nice, I've never seen a bra like that before with mesh. Okay, and speaking of chafing, that also leads us into the next question. What can you do about chafing? Is it possible to have a well-fitted bra and still have chafing? Sorry.
Unfortunately, the short answer to that is yes. So chafing is a really complex thing. I tell people there are like internal factors that cause it, and then environmental external factors that cause it. So the internal things are completely specific to someone's body. Do you have sensitive skin? What are your hormones like? Like all of those things will contribute to how much you sweat, whether or not, there are people who are they're just sensitive to a lot of things. So even if they're wearing their everyday bra, they're going to get marks from it, whether they're running or not. So you could just be one of those people who's just prone to chafing anyway. And then the environmental factors are, how humid is it outside? Are you like running a triathlon where you have like maybe salt and sand and like other things that are coming into the mix? Is it super, super dry? Like you can also get chafing in super dry climates. And then of course, one environmental or external factor is the bra itself. So you want to make sure, so especially for running, so I'm going to go back to what I said earlier, you want to make sure the bra is made as though like it was made for you, like it was custom made for you. you need it super snug, not so snug that you can't expand your lungs and breathe. You don't want to be uncomfortable, but it needs to be snug enough that it's not going to shift around, because it's those micro shifting, those micro adjustments that cause chafing. So like what I was just showing you, the like the Anita bra, for example, how it has this suede inside here. So I tell people you want to look for something that's smooth but not slippery. So this is smooth, it's suede, it's smooth, but it's not slippery, which means that it's not going to start shifting on me as I'm running. Whereas the Victoria's Secret bra that I was showing you earlier, the exterior fabric of this Victoria's Secret bra, it's like a satin. It's really slippery. Now they were smart, they didn't put that on the underband. Can you see what they did here on the underband? They sueded it so that it wouldn't slip, because they knew that that would cause chafing. But if they had put this on the inside, then that's an underband that would you know, shift around on somebody. So even if somebody was wearing, you know, a bra with a slippery underband that fit them really well, if the underband is slippery, it's going to cause some chafing. So that's just something to think about. So yes, you want to make sure that the bra fits you as well as it possibly can. Make sure it has as little stretch as possible. You know, not so snug that it's uncomfortable, but snug enough that it's not shifting. Make sure that you're looking for these kinds of construction components where the underband is sueded. Also, you know, run your finger like around the inside of it and see if there's anything that feels rough. Because if it feels rough on your finger, you bet it's going to feel rough after 6 miles of running, like on your sensitive parts. So that's another thing that you want to look for as well. So there's a whole bunch of things to look for. And then, you know, if all else fails and you still experience chafing, like I've heard of some really interesting hacks, like some people who use those, you know, the blister bandages. They're like, what do they call it? Like do you know what that is called, Dominique? The compound or
I just call them blister bandages.
Yeah, they're like they feel like they're silicone or something like that. I don't think they are. I think they're like a hydrogel or something. But like if you put those on, that will definitely, and you put the bra on over that, that will definitely stop chafing. The issue is that like if you went running in your running shoes without socks on, you're probably going to get blisters. And a bra is kind of a similar kind of thing. Like it's something that's right against your skin, and unless there's a barrier between your bra and the skin, if you're somebody who's prone to chafing, you're probably going to chafe. Another thing you can use is kinesio tape. Like also, you know, not the most, it can be a little hot, but if you want to just put kinesio tape or moleskin right in the areas where you chafe a lot. That way, if the bra goes over it, the bra is shifting on that and not on your skin, because obviously kinesio tape or moleskin, they're going to stick and they're not going to move. So that's another thing that you can do as well.
Good tip. All right, we've got 2 more questions for you. The next one is, I fluctuate in size in the month and sometimes month to month, depending on my training, nutrition, real life. Do I need different bras for different times of the month? That seems expensive. What are your suggestions?
Yes, that would be very expensive. Okay, again, it depends on what kind of activities this person is doing. If they're doing mostly yoga and training, I would say no. Instead, what I would say to look for is a bra that's a seamless knit bra. So I'm going to grab one of those to show you what one of those looks like. So this one's from Patagonia. It's a seamless knit. They're very, very stretchy. And what a seamless knit bra is it's made, instead of like a roll of fabric and then the pattern is cut out from the fabric and those pattern pieces are sewn together, a seamless knit bra is a special machine where the entire garment is made all in one at one time. So they knit the entire thing. Nothing's ever cut out. It's just knit into this shape. And then sometimes they'll sew like, you know, maybe a binding on the edges, but most of the bra is made entirely all in one in this special machine. And they're very, very comfortable. They're very stretchy. You know, so if your bra, if you buy a compression seamless knit bra, it's going to be flatter when you need it to be flatter and fuller when you need it to be fuller. The thing is, if you need it for running, then it's probably not the best choice because it is so stretchy. It's fine for training or for yoga though. So for running, if you're a really avid runner and you're having trouble finding a bra that fits you, then I would say, you know, again, maybe look for something like the Shock Absorber Ultimate Run Bra, because it's like an encapsulated compression, but even the cups in the Shock Absorber Run Bra, let me grab it again to show you. So like there's still, there's like a little bit of a dip there, but not too much. So if you're not filling it in completely, you're still going to be locked down. But if you're still a little fuller, you'll feel more compression, but you're not going to be totally busting out of it either. So like that might be another one to think of if you're actually going for a run. But otherwise, I would say try a seamless knit.
Awesome. And probably also one just with more adjustability options, right? Versus like the small, medium, large again, even if maybe it fits well.
Yeah. So I'm assuming the question was about breast size, but if the question is also about they're going up and down in their rib cage as well, then yeah, that's a great tip. You would want to have micro adjustments on the underband too.
And then last question, how do I know when my bra is done? How long do they really last?
So this is like, there's this blanket statement that all bra people will tell you is that your bra shouldn't have a birthday and it shouldn't last more than a year. But that is assuming that you don't have a lot of bras in your rotation. So if you only have a few bras in your rotation and you're wearing your bra pretty often, then that is a good rule of thumb. Like you should really just replace it every year. If you have a lot of bras in your rotation, then you can keep your bras a lot longer than that. But what you're looking for is a couple of things. So when somebody asks me, well, what hook should I hook on when I buy a new bra? I'll tell them that most bra fitters will tell you to fit on the loosest hook. Like you want it snug on the loosest hook, which means you're probably going to be a band size smaller than you think you are. But the reason for that is as the bra stretches out, you can hook it in more and more, and you can keep the bra longer if you're on a budget and you don't want to be replacing your bras every year. So that's like a hack that you can use to have a bra last a little bit longer. But once you're getting to the point where you're noticing that you're having to, really start to bring that underband in more and more, if you have a shoulder strap adjustability and you're having to adjust it all the way to the maximum amount, this like the shortest maximum amount, and it's still not supporting you, then that's probably time for it to go. But another thing that you can do too is when you first buy a bra, you can do that slow motion test that I was talking about earlier, where you film yourself in a brand new bra, and then you can film yourself again in a year and see, like, is it still supporting me the same way? And that would be another, because really it's about support. And when we tell people, your bra shouldn't last more than a year, it's because really good bras have a lot of spandex in them, and spandex just tends to loosen up over time. That's what makes the bra work really well, is the power of the spandex that's in it. And over time, as you wash things, the power tends to get looser, and then it's just not doing its job anymore. And that's another tip too, is that it's okay to put your bras in the washing machine. I always put them in a lingerie bag, and like I knot the bag. So like I'll put it in the bag, I'll put it to the bottom of the bag, and then I'll put a knot in the bag so that it can't go up very far as it's washing. But you always want to line dry it. Like don't put it in the dryer, because dryer kills spandex faster than anything else, and that's what you're trying to avoid. Is you want to keep the spandex lasting as long as possible. The other thing with the sports bras, you don't want to put any fabric softener. So no fabric softener in the wash, no dryer sheets in the dryer. Hopefully you're not putting it in the dryer, but if you are, you don't want to use dryer sheets. And that's because that the coating from those softeners completely prevents the fabric's ability to wick. So if you use those things, then you're going to be absorbing the bra isn't going to be drying very quickly, and your sweat's going to be sticking to you. So you don't want that to happen either.
That's awesome. I've learned so much from you.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I hope that everybody was able to get some good tips out of that.
I'm sure they will. And like I said, I'll link the website, the Bravolution website in there, so everybody can check out sister sizing and some of the reviews that are up there too. And yeah, thank you, Laura.
Thank you. Bye.